Thank you so much, Molly, for the introduction. Um, I think you said much about us. Now, I want you all to take a step back and imagine with me this scenario. Imagine you walk past overflowing bins in your neighborhood every day. There's plastic bags everywhere. You wish that your neighborhood could be clean and full of possibility. You imagine that waste transformed into colorful crafts and sturdy building materials. You have a dream. You want to launch a community driven recycling initiative to clean those streets. You want to create income opportunities for unemployed women and men in your neighborhood. But you have a challenge. You're afraid that your project might fail or that your savings could be lost, and you're unsure how to start or gather volunteers or find guidance. This is where we come in, the South African Ideas Festival. I know Molly said much about us, but I can reiterate. We're a yearly festival that is hosted in the African Leadership Academy every February. And every year we have a different theme and focus. We've been functioning since 2011, so our 15th year birthday is coming up. Yeah. And this year's theme is Ideas to Impact Leading for Lasting Change. We're focusing on impact building on last year's theme that focused on giving ideas a shot. So this year, we're focusing on what happens after you give an idea a shot. So, in order to move on, I'll introduce myself again. My name is Marwa. I'm from Morocco and I'm the head of media and marketing for the South African Ideas Festival.
My name is Abigail Mana, and I am in charge of curriculum development, and I am from Kenya.
My name is Alvis Chacha, and I'm from Kenya, and I'm in charge of logistics and operations.
My name is Lubanzi Tabete. I'm from the Kingdom of Eswatini. I'm the head of management. And in Essential, we have Anoti Daisha Chinyaza from Zimbabwe, who is the head of research.
And I'm Catherine Delight. I'm currently the educator for the current safety.
Now, as Mara said, we equip young people with the skills to actually create impact. And this is guided by our vision. Our vision is to ensure that young leaders in Africa are able to create a prosperous Africa where leaders can innovate and actually create impact in their communities. And we recognize that most young people have the thrive and the skill but lack the skills to be able to create impact. And that's where we come in. We equip them with the entrepreneurial skill set. And furthermore, we actually help them with mentors, support them with mentorship to realize that you can start from an idea and actually create a project. And this started off last year when we had our pre-festival on the ALA campus, where we brought our participants to actually engage them and actually challenge them to see that it's possible to make impact. So this is what we did. We brought them on campus, they learned about the design thinking process, and more than that, we challenged them and brought guest speakers to show them that it's possible to make change and it's possible to actually create impact in your communities. But where did we start from? We started off with ideation, which happened around August to September of last year, where we just thought about what do we want safe to be this year. We want impact, and that's actually realizing that our participants are able to create this impact, but it starts with equipping them with the right skills. And we found participants from 17 different schools all across South Africa and the Johannesburg area in particular, where the participants came and learned. Currently, then the incubation period. We have participants who have the same idea as Pimelo as from the story Mara shared, who actually have started off with workshops to create litter around their community, and it's going on well. And now we are looking forward to the main festival, which is coming up in 2 weeks. Can you imagine? And where the participants are going to come on campus, showcase their projects, how far they've gone, because they started from an idea and now they've started creating impact. And they're going to just compete with other people, with some of the other participants to gain grant money. And furthermore, we'll equip them continuously with mentorship. Yes. And we're looking forward to the main festival. But how do we get there?
So, with any big vision, the first thing you need is the right people behind it, and that's where our team comes in. Our organization is made up of a small leadership team and a group of interns and volunteers spread across all departments. That includes management, logistics, media and marketing, research, and curriculum development. What's nice about this setup is that no one works in isolation. Teams are constantly overlapping and feeding into each other. For instance, research feeds into curriculum, logistics supports the programs on ground, and media helps sharing the story. It creates a space where interns are actually shaping the work and learning across the teams. And of course, a strong internal team can only go so far on its own. That's where our partners step forward. We work with a mix of global and Africa-based organizations like the incredible Bezos Scholars Program, African Leadership Academy, which is our school, Anzisha Prize, Tauji, and African Careers Network. Each partnership supports a different part of our work, whether that's reaching out to schools, strengthening our programs, or connecting education to real opportunities. Together, our team and our partners help turn ideas into impact.
Now, speaking of impact, we have brought in the big guns. We've brought in our partners. We've made sure that we have a pre-festival, a main festival, and a post-festival. And the reason why we're doing all of this is to ensure that we're setting up each and every single participant for success. Even though we're going to be having 19 projects which are going to be pitched in the main festival, and even though we're going to be funding only three of those projects, the top three of those projects, we do still believe and have full confidence that all the participants and all the projects are still going to succeed either ways, because we'll be offering them a 3-month mentorship after the main festival to help them make sure that their projects progress. And the outcomes that we look forward to receiving from all of the work that we're doing, we're looking forward to having at least 5 continued projects. We recognize that out of the 19, some students are still at school. They might have other plans that they have, and they might not want to continue with their project. We don't want to force them, but those that are going to continue, we're looking forward, and we trust and believe that they will surely succeed. And the impacts that they're looking to make, we want to make sure that we have empowered change makers and a stronger innovation ecosystem, and we have an entrepreneurship culture that is built so that we make sure that we have better communities and a prosperous Africa. Now, I'd like for you to meet 2 of our participants that we are currently having in our cohort. On the left, on the left, we have Spesihle Masango, who is working to address unemployment in his community of Soweto by establishing a hub where young people can come and use their different talents in artistic talents and also athletics talents to express themselves and be able to make a living and money out of it. And on the right, we have Ndombizo Damjapi, who is working to address period poverty in a community.
Now, if you're wondering how you could join the impact, I just want you to take a second, pull out your phone, pull out your device. Please go ahead and scan the QR code that is on your screen. We would love you to be part of the Safe Story. This will allow us to engage not just our community within Johannesburg, but also beyond on a global network to give our participants access to multiple resources. And you yourself, believe me or not, you have the ability to add value to each one of these participants and how they carry on their project beyond just the 1 year that we've had the opportunity to work with them. So once you scan it, just give us a heads up in the chat, and we were happy to have you on board. Stay safe, and together we can shape the safe story.